Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. For those of you watching the video, I'm not on camera today, still feeling under the weather, but what a huge day for the crypto market. We had the crypto CEOs meet with Maxine Waters and the rest of Congress members, and it was significant, guys. I'm very bullish about this hearing. Lots of interesting outcomes and things that were shared. So I want to break that down for you. We also have some updates around the Ripple SEC lawsuit, what Ripple's legal attorneys are saying, as well as Charles Gasparino and Fox Business continuing their investigative reporting about the SEC, Ethereum, Ripple, XRP, and so forth. And in fact, Brian Brooks called out the SEC at the hearing. So everybody's seeing the SEC as a roadblock here. And we have a plethora of institutional adoption news I want to share with you guys, from Visa to Dan Tapiero raising another $500 million to put into crypto, Goldman Sachs news, lots to cover here. I'm going to break it all down. Before I get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by Algorand, which is building the future of finance. Personally, in full disclosure, I am a Algo token holder. I'm very bullish on Algorand. And here's some highlights, guys. They're being adopted by the city of Miami to help track some climate items. They're getting adoption from healthcare industry. Borderless Capital just launched a $500 million algo fund. And they're just getting tons of adoption. And you guys have seen my interview with Sean Ford. That's why I selected them as an official sponsor of the Thinking Crypto podcast and YouTube channel. I absolutely believe in this project, and they are doing some massive things which are going to usher us into Web3. Obviously, Michael Arrington and Anthony Scaramucci, both of their respective funds, put hundreds of millions of dollars to build out the Algorand ecosystem. So big things happening. If you want to learn more about Algorand, please visit algorand.com. All right, let's look at the market here. Bitcoin still hovering over $50,000, which is a good sign. Ethereum at over 4,400, Solana at over $193, Cardano at $1.40, XRP at 86 cents, Polkadot just over $29. So what can we expect next? Well, as I've been tracking, guys, on the Bitcoin weekly chart, we still see that little green candle, a bit of a weak green candle for this week. And as I stated in my previous videos, let's hope we end the week on a green candle, because that could signify that or signal that we are building support levels here, and then we will see a move upward. How long it takes for this support level phase to complete, that is a good question, my friends, and that is where we have to be patient, and let's see this play out. We don't want a quick run up. We want to build up support levels here. I believe we are still in a bull market. I've shared these thoughts and different charts and different data and metrics. And it seems like the lengthening cycle theory is playing out according to plan, that this is going to spill over into 2022. As mentioned in my previous video, in my interview with Raoul Pal, macro investor, he's predicting the blow off top in the middle of next year. So if you haven't seen that interview, be sure to check it out. So that could be, the case here, but we just have to be patient, guys. It's probably going to be pretty boring from a price action standpoint for the rest of this month, but let's see. You never know. Maybe there's some bullish news that comes out and just drives the price up. But look, market cycles have to play out, so we'll see what happens. Okay, today, the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services, headed by Chairwoman Maxine Waters, met with six different CEOs from crypto companies, such as Jeremy Allaire from Circle, Brian Brooks from Bitfury, and a bunch of other people, right? You guys know about who was going to participate. We covered this in a previous video. And this was a very productive meeting, guys. There weren't, actionable items that came out of it. Like, okay, tomorrow we're going to do this, or next week we're going to do this. But rather, this is the spark, I believe, of more dialogue, more education, more learning for people in Congress, which is what we need, right? For them to understand what this asset class is, what this technology is. Because look, there's a lot of people in here in Congress who are just, let's be honest, they're older, they don't understand the technology. This is a very rapid disruptive technology. It comes at you like at 100 miles per hour. So this type of activity is needed, and they're not hearing from just random people. They're hearing from the people who are actually building, CEOs who have credibility, right? So Kate Rooney from CNBC, she highlighted some of the takeaways here, stating first time Congress is having a full hearing on cryptocurrencies. Highlights from the PrEP CEO testimonies. One, industry equals booming and here to stay. Number two, not Wild West, already regulated. Regulations need updates. Risk of not innovating, and crypto equals more than Bitcoin, Web3. So some quick takeaways, guys. It was a good dialogue, good discussion. Obviously, one of the things that was kind of a takeaway there was you saw members of Congress who didn't understand this technology well, but it goes back to my initial point of this is good to have the dialogue to educate these folks. And Maxine Waters is a big, significant chess piece in getting regulatory clarity. So Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle, I've interviewed him. If you haven't seen that interview, I'll put a link in the description. He tweeted the following after this. He said, just wrapped up 5+ hours of testimony with Congress. A few quick reflections. First, huge thanks to Representative Maxine Waters and Representative Patrick McHenry and the House, the U.S. Committee of Financial Services Democrats for a highly engaged full member participation hearing. Huge accomplishment. And he continued saying here, some of the quick reads I've seen from the media coverage does not reflect, I think, what we all felt from the conversations. Crypto, stablecoins, and markets are not partisan issues. The level of engagement was high, and members were taking this very seriously. Very thoughtful questions on so many issues from so many members across the aisle. There was a real commitment to engaging and understanding. He says here, I'm more encouraged than I have ever been about Congress engaging on crypto. And there seems to be a genuine desire to consider and address many of the critical issues, but not a rush to judgment. This is great, guys. I love this. Makes me very bullish. And we've been talking about it on this channel. Congress has to step in. How many times have I said that, right? They have to pass the regulations to put the SEC at bay, put Gary Gensler at bay, and get the proper regulations in place. He said here, it was also encouraging to see the aligned perspective from many that testified and a consistent view about the need for risk-appropriate, clear, and direct rulemaking that considers what is unique about digital assets and stablecoins. Finally, he said, in some respects, I think this was a turning point in policy engagement for this critical area of economic infrastructure. More to come, I am sure. This is bullish news, my friends. This is bullish news. Remember, Congress makes the laws, they make the regulations, and if they make an update and guess what? Gary Gensler is going to have to follow those laws or get the hell out, right? So very bullish. Danielle Dixon of Stellar also weighed in, saying similar sentiments and thoughts about it. I'm not going to read through everything, but you guys can certainly follow her and check it out. Republican leader Patrick McHenry, who was there, he made a very big statement saying 2021 was the year of the cryptocurrency. So it's great to see these different folks within Congress are recognizing the potential of this asset class. Now, I want to play this for you guys here. Brian Brooks, who I'm a big fan of, and I'm still trying to lock in an interview with him. The man was at the OCC. He provided banks with the ability to custody crypto, providing stablecoin clarity as well. He talks about the SEC. Let me play the clip here for you guys.
Crypto project. In my old agency, the OCC, what would happen is a bank would come to us with a new activity proposal, and we would give them an answer. We would either give them a non-objection or we would not give them a non-objection, and it was very clear whether they would be allowed to access that. What happens in the United States is you have a new crypto project and you walk into the SEC and you describe it in great detail and you ask for guidance and they say, we can't tell you, and you list it at your own peril. In my old agency.
So clearly calling out that the SEC doesn't have clear regulations, direct contrast to what Dirty Gary Gensler has been saying. But we know Gary Gensler is a puppet for the banking cartel. We've seen this over and over. Him and Jay Clayton and their bullshit fireside chat that took place last week. You can just see they're kissing the banksters' asses. Gensler is a puppet. The banks are getting disrupted by crypto. They're losing that gatekeeping privilege they've had for so long, and they're fighting back. So it's pretty clear what is happening here, right? If you just look at what's being said and what other people in the government are calling out the SEC and Gary Gensler on. Jake Tversky, who's part of the Blockchain Association, he's a lawyer. He said the following, because guess who showed up today, guys? Old Brad Sherman. Those of you who've been subscribed to the channel a long time, we've talked about this clown. We need to get him out of office. So Jake said, a short break in today's otherwise extremely supportive HFSC hearing for Brad Sherman to ramble incoherently about his hatred for crypto and remind us he has a primary challenge in next year's midterm election from our friend and fellow Bitcoiner plus crypto supporter, Erica Rhodes. So I donated to Erica Rhodes' campaign, guys. We need to get her in office to get Brad Sherman the hell out. This guy is a clown. Let me play a clip here of what he had to say today. This is just so stupid. Let me play it for you.
Now, the number one threat to cryptocurrency is crypto. Bitcoin could be displaced by Ether, which could be displaced by Dodge, which could be displaced by Hamster Coin. And then there's Cobra Coin. And what could Mongoose Coin do to crypto coin?
Mongoose Coin will do the crypto coin, Snake Coin. This guy's a clown, man. They need to get him out of there. He's just making up bullshit because he can't even articulate. He doesn't even understand it. But we know, based on campaign donations, he's one of those guys getting paid big time by the banks. Once again, he's there just to put up a roadblock to try to slow crypto down because the incumbents, the banks, are fighting this, guys. You just look at the campaign donations and you see it clear as day. So once again, support Erica, please. I donated, like I said, and we need to get this clown out of office. All right. Even Erica Rhodes tweeted today about this. She said, Congressman Brad Sherman wants to ensure our country is last in line to benefit from all of the innovation that is occurring in the cryptocurrency industry. It's time for new leadership, #Bitcoin. There's a bunch of people that I'm really pissed at, and they are annoying, and that is Gensler, that is Elizabeth Warren, that is Janet Yellen, and Brad Sherman. There's some others too, but those right there are, oh my God, we got to get them out, guys. All right, Tom Emmer, who's obviously a great congressman, great leader. I've interviewed him on the channel. You know, he tweeted something today regarding that meeting, said crypto is facilitating Web 3.0, which gives Americans ownership over their digital lives so big tech can continue to profit off the internet users. I've been working on these issues since 2015 on the Financial Services GOP and co-chair of the Blockchain Caucus. So much respect to Congressman Tom Emmer, Warren Davidson, all these guys who are fighting the good fight, Darren Soto as well. All right, let's jump to some SEC Ripple lawsuit news. So Jeremy Hogan weighed in on Ripple files supplemental briefing regarding deliberative process privilege. Jeremy Hogan said, Attorney Solomon spitting fire once again. Here's a quote. The SEC cannot have it both ways. If the Hinman speech was not a communication of agency policy, then any deliberation regarding the speech is not entitled to any DPP protection. And then Jeremy Hogan says, and that may be the phrase that wins the day for Ripple. The SEC, obviously, huge hypocrisy happening. Gary Gensler covering up for Hinman's conflicts of interest, along with Jay Clayton. We know about this, right? Just shady, shameful behavior from these guys who are supposed to represent retail investors. And, you know, Gensler's trying to cover his tracks, and so are the legal team for the SEC, but they can't have it both ways, because they're being exposed. And we all know what Hinman did with the Ethereum speech, and they're trying to distance themselves, but yet they've, you know, used it as gospel in the past. Now they're saying, oh, no, that was just his opinion. He was drunk, you know, one night and he wrote that, and he's, you know, don't listen to him. Yet they were quoting it, like I said, as gospel before. Charles Gasparino continuing his investigative reporting on the SEC regarding the conflicts of interest with Ethereum. He said, okay, this is interesting. In March 2020, SEC.gov posted the following, one of two. The commission has also publicly recognized Ethereum and its native currency, Ether. See William Hinman, Director, Division of Corporation Finance, Digital Asset Transactions, when Howie met Gary, parentheses, plastic. And then two of two, he says, June 4th, 2018, available at SEC.gov, and he provides a link. Now, not only will Gary Gensler not comment on Ethereum's future, but an SEC lawyer appears to suggest that there is a rethink on ETH as well. Calls are out. So it's a mess. They are scrambling because they know they're in a bad position, and they're not looking good. Anyway, XRP, I believe, is suppressed because of this lawsuit and all the things happening in the market. And I believe it will have a huge breakout at the peak of this bull run. And let's hope this settlement for this aligns with that respective breakout. And I think, look, I've said it before, $10 to $15. We'll see what happens. I do believe XRP will do well in this bull run. One of the things I can't wait for, guys, is to get my solo tokens, which, of course, getting the snapshot done on December 24th. And getting the airdrop of the solo tokens. And then Sologenics Bob Ross, he tweeted about this recently, saying, as you might know, the Solo Core team has been working on a new technology for quite some time. Glad to inform you that we'll finally reveal more details on this new ecosystem on December 20th, 2021. This will directly incentivize all Solo holders. Maybe some sort of staking is coming. I don't know, but whatever I can, can earn us more money. That's cool. I'll take it. It's free money. It'll be a nice little Christmas gift. If we get some nice, a good amount of solo tokens with a good value, plus maybe staking and earn more. We'll see what happens, but I'm excited about it. And the snapshot is December 24th. The airdrop is January 20th. And if you're an XRP or a solo token holder, you can participate. So I'm excited about that. All right, here are some big news around the crypto market I want to quickly go through. Congress is considering raising the debt ceiling by $2 trillion. More money printing is coming. What did we see happen when they did this during COVID? That benefited the crypto market. A lot of institutions, starting with Paul Tudor Jones, all these hedge funds, they started moving their money into Bitcoin and crypto. As they keep printing more money and inflation increases, watch more capital come into the crypto market. Very bullish. Another example of like macro factors that will drive more capital into the crypto market. Look at this. Germany's 10-year inflation-linked bond yield falls to record low at negative 2.104%. Bonds are failing globally. What does that mean? Capital will leave them and go into crypto. Not all the capital. I want to make sure I'm fair and logical here. I'm not saying all money is going to leave bonds and go into crypto. No, but will a good amount do that? Yes. And I'm talking billions, probably into trillions, guys. All right, look at this news. So bullish. Visa launches crypto advisory services for banks as demand for digital assets grow. Here's a quote. Every bank should have a crypto strategy, Visa argues. Guys, I know the price is not great right now. We had a pullback, but if you're only looking at price, you are missing what is happening. There's a massive build out happening here of the crypto ecosystem and infrastructure that is going to drive the price parabolic in this cycle, which is not over yet, and then in future cycles, guys. So I think I've mentioned it before. I will be taking profits, obviously at the near the blow off top of this respective bull run cycle, and I will be using that money wisely, putting it to work. I will be buying in the bear market again. So taking some of those profits and buying and waiting for future bull runs, and obviously lending my crypto to earn interest and so forth. All right, here's a quote. We think it's a critical role for Visa to play to help be this bridge between banks and the crypto ecosystem. Coy Sheffield, Visa's head of crypto, told CoinDesk, every bank should have a crypto strategy. I'm actually trying to get an interview with Coy, by the way, but this is huge, guys. Visa is a powerhouse, trusted brand They're building this advisory service for banks to teach them about crypto. Come on, man. If you don't see how bullish this is, you don't understand business. You don't understand the economy, macro, the financial impact and technology and so forth. You got to zoom out and see what is taking place here. Here's another example of institutional adoption. Fidelity and Nexo partner to offer crypto lending products to institutional investors. So a lot of institutional investors, just like you and I, are going to lend their crypto and earn interest like you and I are doing. Obviously, I'm currently using BlockFi. Some people use Nexo, some people use Celsius. Whatever platform you want to use, that's, you feel comfortable with, that's up to you. As long as you're earning money, guys, I'm happy for you. Here's another big news around Fidelity. Fidelity Digital Assets receives FCA approval for its UK crypto business, global expansion. And we know recently they got their Bitcoin spot ETF approved in Canada, and that's been listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Now, I tweeted, that's a damn shame. Fidelity is a US company, though that spot ETF should have been approved in the United States and listed on the New York Stock Exchange and other exchanges, right? But Gary Gensler and the SEC obviously are trying to hinder that, but it's just a damn shame. All right, look at this. Dan Tapiero's 10T is raising $500 million for their first? No. Their second? No. Their third digital assets fund. Now, many of you may remember my interview with Dan Tapiero from 2 months ago, where we talked about they were raising $750 million. I think that was for his second fund. Now the man's raising another $500 million. And remember, he's a gold bug, guys. He's a gold bug who's now bullish on crypto. And it's amazing the amount of capital these guys are raising. Once again, don't miss what's happening. So 10T, the crypto investment firm run by hedge fund veteran Dan Tapiero, is launching a third digital assets fund just 2 months on from closing its second. The company is raising $500 million for the latest vehicle, which is named 10T DAE Fund 3.0, according to a Form D regulatory filing with the Securities and Commissions Exchange published on December 6th. Very, very bullish, guys. They're investing in these crypto companies, building out the infrastructure. This is very bullish. I mean, just look at the amount of money they're raising. All right. Something interesting, guys. I'm not going to play the whole video because you guys probably saw it, but Goldman Sachs CEO, he was interviewed by CNBC, and similar to Jamie Dimon, I don't care for Bitcoin, I don't care for crypto. Yeah, some of my clients like it, but I don't care about it. And I think, personally, it's a smoke and mirrors move, right? Him and Jamie Dimon and some of these other guys, for them to come out and say, yeah, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. That's not gonna, they always want to put out a different narrative in the market versus what they're doing. But we know clearly Goldman Sachs, they have launched crypto trading for Bitcoin and Ether, right? This was news since June of this year. And JP Morgan did the same thing. They launched a Bitcoin wealth fund, even though Jamie Dimon continues to trash Bitcoin. But it's just amazing, these guys continuing the smoke and mirrors move. But I guess, those of us in crypto, our eyes have been opened, but many people who are passive, not really investing, heard about crypto, but not dabbling in it, they're watching this thing. Oh yeah, you see, Goldman Sachs CEO says crypto sucks. He's not even invested in it, right? And they're not doing their own research, but that's how many of these people, they don't get to make money, right? Because in investing, at least, because they follow media narratives. They follow these guys, what they say on TV, but you can't don't watch what they say, watch what they do. So despite what this man is saying on TV, Goldman Sachs, look, I'll just show you here this Bloomberg article. Goldman expands in crypto trading with plans for Ether options. So they're offering their clients crypto trading, guys, and they have to, because this is a new emerging asset class. They will lose clients if they don't do this, and lose funds and fees and so forth. All right, look at this. Crypto hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital snaps up $400 million in ETH. The move comes mere weeks after co-founder Suzu abandoned Ethereum over its prohibitively high fees for new users. So this is interesting. They're making a big bet on this on Ethereum. Wu Blockchain, a Chinese crypto reporter, tweeted that 97,477 ETH was transferred from the cryptocurrency exchanges FTX, Binance, and Coinbase to a wallet marked by Nansen as belonging to Three Arrows Capital. Nansen, a blockchain analysis firm, confirmed the data to CoinDesk. These guys are buying up a lot here, and they're clearly buying the dip, right, with the price pullback because they know higher highs are coming. Look at this. Silvergate Bank looks to raise $461 million in public stock offering. The shares will be priced at a minimum of $145 each. So a lot of these crypto companies are looking to go public in different ways, some IPOs, some SPAC, and all these different ways. So, but this is bullish, guys. It reminds me so much of the dot-com boom. A lot of these companies are making money. They're looking to go public, and Silvergate is big. They provide a lot of banking services to crypto companies in the industry. Now, here's a story CNBC ran this morning talking about millennials will inherit $68 trillion in wealth from baby boomers. New research shows they aren't interested in the same financial advice as their parents. Now, we've talked about this over the years, but zoom out, guys. I know this is not going to happen, tomorrow, but look, sadly, a generation's going to be passing away soon. And look, that includes my parents, right? So it's kind of a morbid topic. I don't want to think about it, but that is the reality. That's life. And guess what? A lot of money will be then given to their millennial kids. And we know, and look, I'm a millennial. I'm investing in crypto. A lot of that money, guess where it's going to go? Into crypto. I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it will go there, guys. So we're still very early, my friends. Moving ahead, speaking of being early, Mike Novogratz was on CNBC. He said the Middle East, the US pension funds, they are lining up to participate in crypto. We're already seeing the pension funds, the endowments, and so forth. But the Middle East, I think, is untapped. And I know a lot of guys like Kevin O'Leary, Novogratz, and so forth. They've been going to the United Arab Emirates and different places in the Middle East to try to get a lot of the funding they need to invest in crypto. Finally, guys, you all know I'm bullish on Chainlink. I have it in my portfolio. Look at this move. Eric Schmidt is now an advisor helping to build Chainlink. Do you guys remember who Eric Schmidt is? He's the former Google CEO and supports a world powered by truth. Here's a quote. Chainlink is a secret ingredient to unlocking the potential of smart contract platforms and revolutionizing business and society. Now, many of you may recall there was a partnership between Google weather data and Chainlink earlier this year. Big things happening with Chainlink. Obviously, not financial or investment advice, but I'm very bullish on Chainlink. I'm buying the dips, and we're seeing some huge moves and a lot of adoption for Chainlink, guys. It's significant. It's bringing together a lot of different cryptos, enabling a lot of features and so forth. All right, guys, what do you think about this news? I know it was a lot, but a lot of bullish news. And this hearing today, I think, was so significant. I think this is a start of something great. And I look forward to hearing more from Congress, and maybe we get some clear regulatory clarity by Q1. We'll see. It might be a little bit ambitious, but look, the conversation, the dialogue's happening. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you all later.